Senator, let's talk about Senator Mel Martinez, your colleague in the Senate. He's announced he's going to resign his term early. We already knew he wouldn't be running for re-election. Can you give me your reaction to the announcement, but also tell me if you feel this is going to complicate Republican efforts to hold the seat in 2010, given that the governor of the state, who now has to make some sort of an appointment, and we're still checking into the laws and regulations in Florida on how this works, he's running for the seat, but has to make an appointment to fill this time. Your reaction, and also how does this affect the election for you guys?
Well, my reaction is I'll miss him. You know, I had dinner with him last night. He told me about it. You know, Mel has the best. The Senate is full of people who have interesting stories. You know, whether it's Jim Bunning, whether it's Hall of Famer Bill Frist taking hearts out of people, but nobody has a better story than Mel Martinez. I mean, he came to Cuba. From Cuba to the United States in the Peter Pan operation. His parents put him on the plane in Havana. They didn't know if they'd ever see him again. He lived in a foster home. Finally got his parents there, and he broke so many barriers as a lawyer, as a mayor, as a cabinet member, as a senator. So he's been a wonderful contributor to public life, and we'll really miss him. He told me that his one regret is he's leaving at a time when he thinks the Republican Party is making a comeback. So there's that. Now, as far as the complications in Florida, I don't know. I mean, Governor Crist is going to run for Mel's seat. We knew that. He may even have a primary, but he's an exceptionally strong candidate, and I shouldn't presume to guess who the governor will appoint for the next year and a half.
Okay, just very quickly, as a former governor yourself, is it a politically tricky situation? You may have been faced with this in your past career. It's something you may have considered having to do if it was necessary. Is this tricky, or is this just part of the job, and the governor of Florida will handle it and it shouldn't be a problem?
Well, it only gets tricky if you try to appoint yourself, which would be an unwise thing to do. And it's one of the many decisions the governor has to make. I'm a big admirer of Governor Crist. I think he'll make a terrific member of the United States Senate. I imagine he'll handle this with a lot of skill and common sense.
Based on your dinner last night, can you give us any more of the senator's reasoning for early departure?
Well, I should let him speak about it. I think it's all personal. I mean, if you think about it, he's at an age and he's contributed a lot in public life. As I mentioned, he's been a mayor, he's been a cabinet member, he's been the Republican national chairman, he's been a senator. He's already decided he's leaving. He's still got kids to deal with and a life to live, and I think he just came to the conclusion that at this age it was time for him to go.